Hi there, and happy Easter for those that celebrate, and welcome to this special edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. I'm John Engelman, and this one's for a very special cause. We interviewed Kelly Comer. She's the chair for an event that the Arkansas Children's Hospital Northwest has coming up called DISH. You'll hear about this great event and cause, which will help raise funds for the expansion of Arkansas Children's Northwest. There are 25 restaurants participating in the event. Restaurants like Conifer, Krabby's, Bienvenue, Junto, Menu Kitikara, The Stonebreaker, Theo's, The Hive, Yankabilly Smokehouse, Isabella's, Mirabella's. Too many to name, really. And it's a tasting event. And when these things happen, restaurants get competitive because they want their dish to stand out. So don't eat beforehand. It's happening Thursday, May 1st at 6:30 at the Ledger in Bentonville. You can get your tickets at archildrens.org/dish. Again, that's archildrens.org/dish. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, just scan the QR code on the screen. It'll get you right to the page where you see the tickets. And you can also see the list of all the restaurants participating. As you might imagine, it's an amazing list. There's also more happening at the event, and we'll hear about it from Kelly Comer. That's next, right here on a special edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. Welcome to the special edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. I'm John Engelman, and we are here at Arkansas Children's Northwest with Kelly Comer. She is the event chair for the event. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm great, except I said event chair for the event. That doesn't sound right, does it?
No, not quite.
I know.
Well, a little bit more.
Let's start with an overview of DISH because it's a huge event. It's great. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so DISH is a fundraiser for Arkansas Children's Hospital Northwest. It's put on by the Auxiliary. It raises funds for the hospital expansion that is going on up here. I'm sure if you've driven down the interstate, you've seen what's happening at the hospital.
Sure.
May 1st at the Ledger, starts at 6:30. It's a great night.
Yeah, it is, and we'll get into it right here. It used to be a la carte, which it's kind of a natural, seamless transition. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it was a la carte. We rebranded this year, so same event, different name. Little Rock has a similar event. It's called a la carte,
Okay.
and they actually just had it. We share a lot of social media with the hospital in Little Rock,
Sure.
and so we thought it was easier if we made a distinction between the two events. And so we've rebranded. We're DISH, but folks can expect what they got last year at this event.
Western theme.
Western.
Tell
yeah.
me now.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you're seeing a lot of Western right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's kind of a Arizona Santa Fe twist on Western, so a little bit of that Southwestern flair,
Sure.
but we think you're going to see a little bit of everything. So, I mean, you don't have to dress up,
No.
but dressing up makes it fun. The decor is going to be Western. We've
Okay.
incorporated it into some of the food and the drinks, and so that'll be kind of the theme that we run with the night.
Have you picked out something?
I have.
Have you?
Are you kidding me? I've had it for like months.
I'm seriously, I'm going back in my closet. I had a country phase back
Yeah.
in the day,
Yeah.
and I'm pulling out things, and I'm like, my feet are far too flat to fit into those boots that I wore in high school. You know, just things like that.
I'm still on the hunt for boots, but
Are you?
I've talked to my friends. We have hats, we have boots, we have
Perfect.
denim, everyone's going to be wearing a little of everything.
My wife is working with her sister diligently to try to find something that would work for this. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. But guys kind of have it easier. We can just wear, jeans, sport coat, boots, and
Yeah.
kind of get away with it, right?
Yeah. And we'll have a hat making station there. Brim and
Stop
Brand,
it.
yeah, is one of our vendors, and so
No
you'll be able to
way.
make a hat there, and some of the proceeds go to the hospital. So
I'm interested.
Yeah.
You've piqued my interest.
Yeah.
We'll get into all the other things that are going on as well. But this is really important because NWA Council tells us that 36 people move here a freaking day.
yeah.
You guys need to keep up.
We do.
And that's what this goes toward. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so, up until, I don't know exactly how old the hospital is,
Sure.
but Little Rock has been the big children's hospital in Arkansas for a
Right.
long time.
Right.
Now we're fortunate to have this one in Northwest Arkansas, but as you said, we just need to keep growing it
Yeah.
because it's crucial for the folks that are here to have the services here in their own backyard versus having to travel. I mean, that just adds a whole other element to.
And stress.
Yes.
A lot of stress. Is that families that don't need that.
Yeah. And it's not only the families directly in the area. You'd be surprised how many folks from Missouri and Oklahoma also come over
sure.
and use the hospital.
Absolutely.
So, we just got to keep growing it.
Yeah.
And Little Rock's actually undergoing an expansion as well right now.
Okay.
So,
Outstanding. This event continues to grow. Tell me about that.
It does. So, all events fundraising wise kind of died down a little bit during COVID.
I know.
So we've been just kind of regrowing this ever since. This is the third year that we'll be at the Ledger.
Okay.
And we've seen an increase in attendance, but also participation from restaurants, vendors. Ever since our first year, we continue to have people attend the event and then reach out to us, and they want to be a part of it the next year.
Yeah.
So we're anticipating about 400 folks this year, which would be great.
That would be great.
We've gotten bad weather the past 2 years, so hopefully we get a little sunshine, and we're on the 6th floor of the Ledger and utilizing that patio that they have that overlooks downtown Bentonville, which
It's
will be great.
a great patio.
Yeah.
I used to work in that building a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, not a long time ago because it's a newer building,
Yeah.
but I've worked in that building, and that is a great spot for this.
Yeah,
it really is.
So,
Matt Cooper,
yes.
the chef, the honorary chef, if you will.
Yeah.
He's only top 5 chefs of the South, according to James Beard,
Yeah.
and up for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not very busy.
Yeah.
That was a good get.
I know. What
Tell
timing
me.
on our part.
Right.
Yeah, this is our first year having an honorary chef kind of head up the event from a just having a face and a voice in the community that we can put with the event.
Yeah.
So, of course, the volunteers, we're kind of carrying the event logistics, but he's really been there to support us and step in and help us get other restaurants involved. He's just a good person that we can tie into the event. And yeah, he's got a lot going on. We're fortunate to have him involved. He
Yeah.
has a new restaurant that's opening. And then, of course, Conifer is so successful. And the James Beard Award nominee.
Wow, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That guy knows everybody.
He does.
You know that. It's like, that's a great get.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We
Well
were very,
done.
very thrilled to have him say yes. And Conifer's been a big supporter of the event. They participated
That's
the
great.
last 2 years. And
Yeah, that's great.
We're excited to see what he'll do this year.
So 25 restaurants, maybe 26?
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're at 25.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of capacity for us. I mean, just because of everything else we have going on up there and the expected crowd. Variety of restaurants. We have most of them local. We have somebody coming over, one restaurant, the Spring on Main's coming over from Eureka, which is awesome. But we have restaurants in Fayetteville, restaurants Bentonville, Rogers. We've covered everything. Springdale's restaurant scene is really growing right now. We
Yeah.
have some Springdale participants.
Yeah.
We have some of those, those hard to get into restaurants where you have to have a reservation, but we also have some fast casual options as well. So
And I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because the ticket price, $100. And a lot of these places, you're not going to escape one of those places for anywhere near that.
Yeah.
And this way, you get to taste all 25
Yeah.
For that price. And it's while that's a steal, it also benefits an amazing, cause.
Yeah.
So, just to mention a few, like you said, Conifer, there's Bienvenue, there's Jeremy Gothrop, Woodstone Pizza, who, by the way, you'll hear here next Wednesday. That's our interview. And by the way, maybe one of the most interesting men in the world. Remember that old beer ad that used to be the
Yeah.
most interesting man in the world? I think Jeremy's that for Fayetteville, but don't tell him I said that. I don't want to get my big head or anything like that. Great place for that. Like Bloom Cheese Collective, they are not open yet. They're going to be in Fayetteville. It's a chance to try them before they even hit the market.
Yeah.
That's a good get, too.
We've had some, the restaurant scene here is very tight knit, and you've seen a lot of these. You have the same players kind of moving around and doing different things, and so we have those connections now where we've been able to bring some people in who have previously participated, but now they're opening these new concepts and bringing them to us, which is great. So
Yeah, absolutely. Case in point, Chef Cooper at Wren. That's opening around the corner. And
Yeah.
who knows what else that guy's got going on down the future. But anyway, I would love to get into the silent auction.
yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, so we have a silent auction component. We've actually moved it virtual. That's a thing that a lot of folks are doing now. We're finding it's easier, and we still get the same traffic that we would having it at the event. So we launch it Wednesday. You can go to the website and you'll be able to register on Wednesday and start shopping the auction. And we have a lot of cool things at the auction that are lined up. We have experiences, which those always go really well, river cabins. We have Momentary Crystal Bridges membership. We have a specialty sports coat that Walker Brothers is donating.
Awesome.
A year of Botox, which girls will appreciate that, men too. So we have just a lot of different things, financial planning. We have a private chef dinner. So, and even if you're not going to the event, you can get online and shop the auction. So
Absolutely. And some great items that people will want to, I would assume, get in on. I
Yeah.
sure would. Tell me about Palette.
Palette is one of our special features of the event, and it's a really great way that we bring the hospital into the event that night. It's a collaboration between local artists and patients of the hospital, and they work together on a piece of art. They kind of create a story around the piece, and then we will have those at the event, and
That's
people
great.
are able to bid on them at
Yeah.
the event and go home with these pieces of
Awesome. Really awesome.
Yeah.
Great idea. And like you said, it opens Wednesday online. archildrens.org/dish is where they can go. And by the way, that is also where they can get tickets. And we'll get into that in a second because I know there's more entertainment that we need to talk about happening at the event.
Yeah.
Please, please, please.
We have live music, of course. So we have the Danner Band
Okay.
is going to be providing live music. It's just a fun night. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no tables. We have cocktail tables, but you're moving around the room. You're walking the perimeter of the 6th floor of the Ledger, dropping off at restaurants, grabbing bites. We have drinks. We have all these other little things going on, like the hat display and the palette. And so it's just a really good time. And we encourage people to get their coworkers and come out, to get their partners and come out, to get their families, their friends. I mean, it's a night for everybody. And so it's really something that anybody can get a ticket to, and they're going to have a good time.
Such a great cause. archildrens.org/dish. Or if you look right now, you can see that there's a QR code. And if you have your phone with you, just scan that. You can get tickets that way too. Just a wonderful event that grows every year. This is your chance to try all those restaurants. Check out the restaurant list, by the way, when you go to the website. It's pretty giant, and it's a good opportunity. Kelly, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, see you there.
We'll see you there. Please tip your servers, and we'll see you Wednesday. Bye.